Hey guys, how's it going? It's Flux here and welcome back to City Skylines episode 2, and today we're back here in Fluxburgh. As you can see from last episode, I did add a little bit of stuff over here. I made this little back section, basically just another addition to our road network. Pretty much the same sort of style as the first side over here. Just wanted to get some more stuff done on that so we could go on and actually zoning the city today. But first and foremost, we need to work on this little modular section back here, so we can begin work on that now. We did finally get this all hooked up last episode, got the on-ramps working and everything, so that's good to see. And so we can begin planning out kind of where we want this all to go. It's not going to have to be a very big module, I guess you could call it. Just kind of a small little section where we can have a power plant. I want to use the nuclear power plant. And, of course, also the, let's see, garbage dumps. And I think that's it, actually. Nothing else really needs to go here besides those two things. So let's begin work on that now. And like I said before, I don't want to actually block off any of this stuff over here. I want to be building actual city work and cityscape on this side. So we will leave most of this area for that and just build on this side over here. It doesn't need to be very big in the first place, so we'll just build off some right there. And I think we can actually just build it on the main road here. Maybe just dead-end it over here. Get the power plant in, which will be this thing. Kind of like it being by the river over here. It seems kind of realistic to have the nuclear power plant right next to the river. So we'll throw that in here, like that. That's good. Looks fantastic. And then from there we can throw in some landfill sites and some incinerator plants. We actually only need 2 landfill sites for this. And I also want to use some of these cement pathways. I feel like they look kind of good with this this power plant over here. I don't know. Just to me, it looks kind of nice to have some extra concrete around the sides. Oh, that doesn't really look very nice, though. Let's go ahead and just delete this stuff we just lay out here. This isn't really actually creating. It's kind of just painting on the on the terrain, which looks kind of weird. Hold on, let's see if we can make that look better. Maybe using over here would work better. I don't know. Would that work? Oh wow. No, it's literally just painting it straight on the terrain there. What if we do this? What if we have it gradually increase in height? So we use page up. That'll just make a walkway, but that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Although I wish it wouldn't look so weird connecting over here. Yeah, it doesn't really work as well on slopes like this, I guess. Kind of imagining it working a little bit better than that. Whoops. Yeah, I may just leave that how it is for now, and we'll come back to that in a minute and mess around with that. Anyway, garbage. Let's do that now. So the way I want to do this, I want to have these landfills just in case we need an overflow site. And I'm not too worried about that, but just in case, let's have 2 of these here. And the incinerators will need at least 4, I think, to start with, and then we'll move up from there. But I want to start with 4. But besides those 3 things, we also do need, I believe, fire and police over here, because those are 2 things that can actually be a problem over here that need coverage. So we'll just put a nice little firehouse, nothing big, over on this side. I think this is probably a good area to actually use those concrete pieces like I was saying earlier. Just go ahead and page this down. So like that. That looks kind of nice. And I might do it around these as well. So like this. That's good. And let's see. I was kind of thinking like 2 over by 3. So like that. And then bring this up a little bit further. Maybe like, oh, there's not actually any markers for these. So let's try like that far. Then let's pull this out to about there. And then connect these to get it as close as we can. Make it look a bit better. So like that. That's pretty good. Okay, that's cool. Maybe we'll add some trees or something back here. Like this. There we go. A few of these color ones as well. These bright ones look really nice too, I think, with the, just to kind of shake it up a bit. And we can use some of these dark trees as well. Some variation in there. Maybe some over here as well. Whoops. Didn't really put anything else besides these dark trees. Hang on. Maybe some of these bright ones in there somewhere. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that's cool. That's good for now. Anyway, police station. So we'll throw a police station in over here as well. And a fire station. Probably just something simple. Like, well, let's see. I actually almost want to have those things come at the end here. Hold on. Yeah, back here would be kind of a nice place for those two. I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. So we'll use the small firehouse over here. Let's see. Like that. And the police station right next to it. Maybe one over so we can use some nice cement pathways here. And I like doing this. I like adding little pathways here and there. I think it looks kind of nice. Especially for little kind of modular feeling segments like this. It's kind of nice to have concrete walkways kind of surrounding the area. Just looks a little more professional. That looks kind of weird though. It kind of messes it up. We'll leave that and put some trees here. And then I was thinking coming out maybe that far. And try and match it over here. We have something back here as well. That's nice. And then some trees. Sorry for my clicking, that's kind of loud. I actually switch keyboards when I record. I have a Corsair K70, which is pretty loud. It's pretty clicky mechanical keyboard, so I switched to this like old Apple keyboard that I have when I record because it's just so loud if I don't switch. Some people just don't do that. They just record videos with their super loud mechanical keyboards and they just click away. It's a little bit distracting, so. Anyway, just get a few more of these in here. It's looking pretty good. I like the look of this little area over here. Nice. And I think this should do the trick for now. Let me just make sure we get some water to this area. We could probably just draw a line straight across, and that'll get all of it. Awesome. And I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about right now anyway. Let's see. Well, obviously we're going to need the power to move all the way across and connect with everything else. So over here, and where is our sewage? Isn't that like way down here? Oh, that's our water supply. Yes. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's our water. This is our water supply, and our sewage is over here, so we need to connect those two things together. And then we'll be good to go, and we can start zoning. So let's go ahead and do that real quick here. How should we do this? I kind of just want to have a straight shot for now until we get cities built over here. We'll just do that, and then that. And then for things over here, I kind of like to actually have them connect almost as if they're running along roads the whole way. I just think it looks nicer that way. So let's try doing that over here. Might just pull this all the way across. If we can. Fantastic. And let's see. If we start zoning over here, we can actually avoid having to make anything else besides these we should just do that real quick. See if we can make that happen. Alright, let's just do that. Let's just start zoning then. And we'll see what happens. And then jobs-wise, I'm pretty sure that we're going to initially have some problems until we get our education up. So that'll be kind of the first thing to worry about. Because when you have lots of uneducated people, they're going to want to work in factories. And then once we get the education back up again, we can use offices almost entirely. So we'll just see how this all works out. Yeah, I'm just going to zone high density pretty much everywhere. And I'm gonna leave these I'll leave these areas alongside the main avenues for commercial, which will come later on. I'll hit play here and see what happens. Throw a few high density commercial down here as well, like so. Now, I think before anything happens, I just want to get some schools down. That's probably the most important thing to worry about right now. So we could do maybe a school for this back section and a school for maybe 2 schools over here. We'll see. I think if we could fit something, maybe like here would be a good spot for it. Maybe not. Don't want to block too much if we can help it. Let's put a school here. So that covers kind of this area. It's not gonna have water or power. Oh, it should have water but not power. Oh, we didn't even. I said we were gonna zone over here, then we didn't even zone there. Hold on a minute. Let's just get this connected to the power real quick, just so that's all working. And oh, hang on, we don't have water because we didn't connect the power lines to over here. So hold on a minute. We need to do that now. How are we gonna do that? It'll be tricky. We'll have to go maybe like down. Hang on, let's turn the snap off. Oh wait. I think it already is off. By doing something like this. And to the coast. Have this come all the way down along the coast. All the way to the end, around the bend. I'll just probably have it cross this river over here. Bring it way down. This is quite the distance to traverse the power lines, but... Oh, it's over there. Okay, hold on. We can actually delete this. And have these go straight into here. And we'll cross the highway. Then let's go alongside the highway. We're gonna need to increase in height here. I wish this would work better. Hold on. The stupid snap thing is causing problems, but I don't think I can turn snap off for these power lines, unfortunately. You just do that, and then... God, that's so annoying. Alright, whatever. We'll just let it do its thing then. It'll be a bit off. We'll bring it up. And then across. And then back down again. Perfect. We'll have to go over this, right? Or under it? Oh, over it. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Anyway, getting close. So then from here, we'll just go all the way down to there. That should work. Awesome. Can we watch the power run through the power lines? Let's see how fast it moves. Oh wow, it just kind of does it all at once. Okay. Cool. So that's got water, or it should have water in a minute here. Which is good. The beginnings of Fluxburgh. Now I do want, let's see. I do want the schools, we should probably just put them down anyway, even though they're not going to have power for a minute or two. That's fine with me. I think I'll put a school over, I want to keep them on the main roads actually, just for the sake of, well actually, I kind of like having a school over here in this district also. So maybe like down here. Yeah, I think that's a good spot right there. We'll put a school there. Then one more school up. Maybe on the coast over here would be a cool spot. That's not really very good for maximizing area though. How about here? That's a good spot. That was too close. Got further away than that. We'll try there. Okay, and I think that's good for elementary schools anyway. And we'll throw on some high schools. We'll do one back here for that kind of area. And then we'll do one more. Should we just do 2 or should we do 3? Let's just do 2 for now and we'll have one more over here. That'll be the best way to do it. The other one should be somewhere that's easy to access. So maybe over here. That's a pretty good spot. Maybe just down a little ways though. Like over here. That's right at the entrance. Might be a bit of a congestion point. We'll see though. We'll try it for now. I think it'll be alright. Anyway, we need power for these two though. So I'm just going to run power from our main power lines for now. Just at least to this one because we need this high school running. We'll delete those later on. Okay, good. So these guys should begin getting education. I'll just go ahead and zone all these little, oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Get rid of these zoning things. I'll just get a bunch of residential back here. That's mainly what we need anyway. So obviously right off the bat we're losing a lot of money, and that's mostly due to the fact that we have pretty much way more over here than we actually need in terms of resources, like power and our trash collection. All that stuff is actually far beyond what we actually need for our city right now. So that's alright, that's going to be a little bit high, and then once we start to develop the city further, then we'll see that this profit should go up to the positives, hopefully even, which it will. So do not worry about that right now. I think we should just keep zoning actually. Might speed this up a bit and see what happens here. Get some more residential and then maybe some commercial blocks here and there. Maybe especially along this area over here. Alright. Good. They're profitable. They need workers though, so that's where education comes in. So as you can see, they are using the interchanges, which is cool. Not very much quite yet. Right now it's still pretty light load obviously, but we're getting there. Why is this not zoned? That's weird. I might just go ahead and zone all of this, and this is all going to be high density because this is mostly going to be a city. But we will have some low density farmland kind of stuff going on over here. Ooh, we have some criminal activity. Alright, so let's go ahead and start putting down some police stations and fire stations. That's the next step in our process. So, hang on, let's slow this down a bit. This is bad. We want this to cover, from my experience anyway, you can pretty much cover almost an entire city with one police station, it seems like. Fire is kind of different, but police stations don't seem to be the main necessity. I'm gonna put this down over here somewhere. Maybe like, I don't want to block that corner necessarily. Let's put it here. That's probably a good spot for it. We can run the power lines into here as well, just to get that going. Kind of inconvenient at the moment, but we'll get that going. Obviously that's all temporary. That'll go away later on. So we have that. Fire's kind of different though. We might need 2 fire stations just for this half. So maybe 4 total or 3 total, something like that. We need to throw down some stuff. We can already see some traffic building up on this road, it looks like. This is kind of the main road to get into the city. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a problem. That's basically all it's going to be handling though, is this side over here. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that. Actually, we may need to do something about that in a minute here. Let's see. Yeah, because that's very light load in terms of actual people living in the city so far. So I don't want it to be too bad later on. So we'll see about that. Anyway. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right, fire. We got the fire station down. Or is it the high school? That's the high school. We didn't get the fire station down yet. Okay. Yeah, so for this side then, let's put it by the high school or something. Maybe over here on this side would be a good place for it. Yeah, we'll do it like right across from the high school. Maybe on the main road though, so like there. Okay, that's good. Now what else do we need? We need medical. And definitely going to need crematoriums and cemeteries. So we'll have to go along and do that as well. And I've noticed if you can just put a lot of crematories down early on, you won't have as many death problems. At least that's what's been my experience anyway. I know it's been kind of a problem with people lately in this game. But if you just throw a few down, it seems to solve the problems a little bit. So like one there, that's good. And they kind of act like parks too. People actually like living near crematoriums, so no problem just throwing those in wherever you need to. So we got one there. It's probably good for now. We'll get our hospital down then. And again, I haven't really seen a lot of problems at the hospital either in terms of like needing a large amount of hospitals. It seems like just one kind of does the trick. So we'll see. Maybe more later down the road when our city grows a lot, but for now we're alright. So obviously a problem right now is jobs. We don't have enough education for people to be working in these commercial buildings over here. So that'll come in a minute. That's kind of just like the result of starting right away with high density. You can't do that without playing in sandbox mode or playing with the mods on. And that's kind of the result of doing that. We can delete these power lines now. We don't need these anymore. I'll leave that one there though. And then just rezone all this stuff. Make some more commercial back here. And there. Awesome. Okay, so I guess the one thing we gotta worry about now is the traffic on this one road. I'm kind of concerned now. I thought initially this was actually a pretty good layout, but I'm looking at this now, and the one thing about this is pretty much all the traffic has to travel on this one avenue to get down here, and that could be problematic later on. The one way I could see fixing this would be potentially having this entrance side over here also connect over here, which actually would probably do a pretty good job of alleviating traffic almost right away. So that's probably what we're going to do here. I'm going to delete this road then and go ahead and just connect these. Because this side over here is not going to have a lot to deal with, but this one will. This entrance over here is going to be handling all of this. So if we can alleviate some of the traffic on this side, that would be fantastic. And this is actually an exit, I believe, right? Yes, it is. So it's not a huge deal if we have this entering over here, since the entrance for this side's over here. So we'll just go ahead and make a little bridge or something. Or actually, if this is an underpass even, would work fine. So, Let's go ahead and make one of those over here. And I think that's a good spot for it. I'm not really actually positive quite yet. My other concern would be, well, it'd be nice if it entered over here on this side. That would be the way to really do it. Maybe we make... Ooh, this is tricky. Maybe right here is a good entrance spot. Let's try that. Hang on just a minute. We will do this. So we're going to have this go up. Maybe not quite yet. Let's come out a bit first, then go up. Right there. I actually want it to come up at the same time. That we don't have to deal with having an extra intersection there. That's a max distance we can go, so we'll just have it do that. Give it 3 clicks there. So then 3 clicks on this side. And then back down again. Like that. Alright, perfect. Then connect that over here. So that should have traffic start using this. Now, what I have learned is that apparently when traffic spawns, it will have a predestination. So when the traffic spawns over on this highway, it already knows where it's going before it even gets, you know, to this area. So for a minute here, we're not going to see traffic branching right, but I believe that traffic should start branching right to go to this section of the city if that's where their destination is, because it's a shorter path. So we'll see in a minute here if that's the case. I'll just speed it up a bit and see if they start changing their direction. But that should happen. So I'm pretty sure that is the fastest route right now. Be going this way. Or actually, oh yeah, there we go. So now they're moving this way as well. So depending on how close they are, this could be the faster route. It's pretty close actually in terms of distance, so that should split the traffic a bit better and reduce traffic over here. Awesome. That's perfect. And I don't want to actually do anything on this side quite yet, but I just wanted to get that in there so we can make sure this doesn't get too much of a problem later on. I also want to just connect this road, or maybe just have it come out over here or something. Maybe we do road that goes down here, and then have that reconnect over here again on this side, like that. May as well just zone all this stuff real quick. There we go. Same thing over here. Use the oh, I do that every single time. I think this is the button to use it, but it's this button. Okay. And oop, I guess we're just gonna zone on that then. Here, let me de-zone that real quick. I actually don't want that all to be zoned like that. De-zone. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good then. I like this little bridge, this little overpass that connects us over here. Awesome. Okay, let's throw some more stuff in real quick before we finish this up. Maybe some more zoning just to really kick our city off here. We don't actually have any work or any jobs besides these commercial buildings over here, so I may need to start doing that in a minute. I don't think our education's really up to snuff yet in terms of, yeah, you can see there are very few educated people right now, which is kind of difficult to work with. We will need a university at some point. I think that point is now, actually. I want to just get all the education stuff going. So maybe just put this in over, I think over here is a good spot. I think that this is going to be kind of our, I don't know, I guess this is all going to be pretty high education setup, but I'm thinking something like this is a good spot for it. Yeah, I'll just do that. That's a good spot. Should make them happy. And then with a combination of that and adding parks in, we should get some increase in density pretty soon here, as you can see. And we definitely need some more education so these people can start getting workers. We still have criminals, it seems like. Don't know why that's actually happening. Our police coverage is pretty good here. Yeah, the crime rate's pretty low. I think it's just kind of working itself out right now. So we'll let that happen. So obviously these are going to go out of business and we're going to have some problems initially. That's alright. As we increase in education and our people get smarter, and you can see it's already happening now, we'll get some more people working on these commercial buildings, and you can see already our demand for that has gone down quite a bit. So you can actually get away with starting a city off if you're using the mods without really doing any sort of industry work at all. You can pretty much just rely on the jobs of these here. You can see people already, they're looking for educated workers. They just want workers, but they really want educated workers. They're just saying that. So anyway, you can see that you can start and build off of that. You just need to right away throw down some schools and even the university just to start getting students and increasing education. But education, as you might see as you play this game, it doesn't really just instantaneously increase by just putting schools down. You have to wait until those generations grow up and you get more educated people. It's kind of just the thing you have to wait for more than anything. So between this episode and the next episode, I should be just waiting, and I might kind of allow all this stuff. Ooh, that's a pretty big fire. I'll try to allow this stuff to just kind of gradually develop and increase the education level of all of our workers. And I may just zone a few of this stuff here as I go, just to make sure that we're still growing the city. And I'll come back next episode, and we can begin work on basically the rest of this city. And by then, we should be able to fill out the rest of the city. The hard part is just starting off and keeping the RCI balanced, because that's really the hardest thing when doing this. But once we have all this stuff balanced out and our city has grown, then we can move on and really start throwing stuff down really quickly and not worrying so much about balancing everything else out. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.